And welcome back to yet another Cold Strength Live, number three, baby. It's a good day. So, if anyone's on here, we're talking all things gym, lifting weights, things like that, right? Whatever you want. So, if you've got any questions, send them through. I got one question here already. Iron Freedom. Do you like any old school metal, 80s, 90s? I do. I'm a bit of a music nerd, actually. Hey, I love me some Motley Crue. They're probably my favorite, Yeah, more like a hair metal. But a big fan of Motley Crue. Listen to them all the time. But yeah, I do like that era. That was probably the best era when it comes to music. Um, as a whole, I think there's a lot more original music, obviously, being written back then than there is now. But yeah, big fan, big fan. Hello, sir. Love from India. Sanjay. How are you, mate? Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. India. It's a long way away from here, my man. It's a long way away. It's Sunday at the moment. What time is it? 10:30 p.m. 10:30 p.m. where I am right now. For anyone wondering where I am kind of about an hour north of Sydney in Australia. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I think most of my subscribers are from over in the United States, and then a mixture of Europe and Australia. So I think everyone's kind of in a different time zone. Yeah, Jesse, hey bro, yeah man, 1 week. So I'll head off to Queensland probably Friday. Probably drive up Friday, bit of a road trip. Should be some fun. It's been a while. It's been a little while. Definitely excited to get back to it. Expectations aren't crazy high. Just good to get some momentum and to build off, this last training block and get into it from there. But it's going to be good to compete. It has been a little while. HB, hey big dog, big love from Adelaide. I've been to Adelaide once, did a strongman comp. My second strongman comp I did. It was in Adelaide. It was a pretty nice place. Pretty nice place. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Adam K, good day, champion. How are you, mate? How are you? I'm just sitting here. I'm waiting for questions. That's what I do. I probably picked a really shitty time because I think in the States it's like 5 in the morning on a Sunday, so I wouldn't want to be up either. But that's okay. We're just going to chill here. Adelaide Hills. We have hills here as well on the Central Coast. I wonder if they're different. I'm not sure. Is your hill like a big hill? Or is it a small hill? I'm not sure. Please let me know. Interesting. It's interesting. I am a smart ass, but I mean it with love. Because it's 10:30 at night and I'm just sitting here, just chilling. Sanjay, got a question. How to get 200 kilos naturally on an incline bench? Current my PR is 100 kilos for 3 reps. Well, that's not really a factor of like how to get to it naturally. It's just like, what's your ceiling? What's your potential? Everyone has a different potential. 200 kilo incline bench press is very heavy. That's very heavy. That would mean that your flat bench is probably around 230, 240 kilos. So just keep training, keep eating, keep progressing, have your goals. That's fine, but just take it every kilo that it comes. Every PR is a PR. Every PR, you're 1 kilo, 2 kilos closer to 200 kilos. That's it, bro. Adam K, yeah, big hills only. I like big mounds and stuff like hills and breasts. You know what I was talking about. Iron Freedom. Where can I find myself a hot goth mummy? Well, actually, true story. What you do is you run one of my programs from my website, cultstrength.square.site. You get insanely jacked. You get a bit of swagger and attitude about you, and then these hot goth mummies will just really just want to make you sandwiches and nuzzle you in their chest. So get hairy as well. Hairy helps, I think. But yeah, go get one of my programs, cultstrength.square.site. They don't come with like a hot goth mummy or anything like that, but a byproduct of running the programs is you are much more likely to acquire one. Hope that helps. Jesse, besides Giants Live, there has to be a 3-lift comp where you take Vass's bench, bro, and get your total higher. Yeah. Vasa, I mean, I'm very confident in my abilities. I'm a strong dude, but he has me on the bench press. My lifetime goal is 272.5 kilos, which is 600 pounds. His current PR is 10 kilos above that. So, if I was to continue with this intensity for 2 to 3 years, then yes, I may bench more than 282.5 kilos, but that would be with the assumption that he stops training. So I hear you, but I've got him on total, and that's what matters. So his best total is 1,030, my best is 1,050, and I was also 15 kilograms lighter in body weight. We don't talk about that because no one really cares. Point is, I've got a bigger total. If he beats my total, I'll have to come back. That's the rules. So nothing we can do about that until he beats my total. So we'll see. Shubham, Chaudhary, Shubham. Hey, bro. At what age do you start benching? I think I first hopped on a bench press casually when I was like 17, but I didn't take bench press seriously until I was around 25, 26, and I'm now 34. So yeah, I was very much into other sports up until that age, 25, 26. So bench press wasn't something I did often at all, nor was it something that I took seriously. It was just like if I was at the gym, sometimes I might do a few sets of bench press with no real idea what I was doing. So yeah. Thick Ross, hot goth mummy magnet should be a shirt. Well, yes, but I've already done a shirt that says MILF Hunter, destroy your local MILF. That was a shirt that I've done. So I'm thinking, yeah, there's probably going to be a new drop coming out soon with something a little breasty, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I am a magnet though. It's a tough gig. But someone's got to do it. Someone's got to shoulder the weight. That's why I talk about taking your training seriously. So when the opportunity comes, you can seize them and you can put them over your shoulder and carry them away. You know what I'm saying? With consent, obviously. Christ. Adam K, don't forget the chalky milk. Absolutely so. I never forget the chalky milk. I always raid the fridge. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about that, sir. Sanjay, are Zercher squats beneficial? Are they safer than back squats? Because I tried them. Don't feel the loads even on heavy weights. It feels so light. Yeah, it's different, right? Like you have to be able to handle the discomfort and the pain to load something heavy enough to get the simulation for the quadriceps that would be equivalent to a back squat, right? Because a back squat, you can handle more weight. So yes, you're going to feel it maybe more in your legs if you're using good technique. But Zercher squats, I don't do them for the legs. They do work the legs, obviously, but I do them as just a whole body strength movement. Like they help my squat, they help my deadlift, they help me grow. They recruit so many different fibers in the body, and they build toughness. So there's many other positive purposes of doing a Zercher squat, but I don't think they're as good for the legs as doing a back squat, just because you typically can't handle the same weight. That would be about it. Istvan Fulop. I hope I said that correctly. Any tips on how to overcome mental block when lifting? Bench and overhead press is where it hits me hard. Good luck and go get it. Yes, there is an excellent way of overcoming that. That is becoming incredibly competent with what you're doing. Learn incredible technique, be very confident with it, know how to do it. When you have that confidence, you're not going to have the mental blocks because you know what you're doing. We really get those mental blocks when there's a bit of self-doubt. If you know exactly what you're doing and you've mastered something, there is no doubt. So focus on technique, move the weight well, stop overthinking things and do it. Hope that helps. Who's going to carry the boats and the logs? How much you eat, bro, and are you natty? Yeah, I'm natty. I haven't taken anything since yesterday. But in all seriousness, no, I'm not natty. And I eat, probably not as much as I should. Not as much as I should. Eating's always been, one of the biggest challenges for me. Appetite I struggle with. We all have a different struggle. Eating is my struggle. I still do eat, obviously, a considerable amount to weigh 140 kilograms plus. But that's something that I'm constantly working on, trying to improve the quality of my food, trying to get more protein in, and trying to obviously build a better body composition without sacrificing strength. So, yeah, a lot of food. Sanjay, any advice from your side for me? I'm 23. Should we focus more on dating girls or just go hard and grind on the gym and career building? What's your take on this? That is a loaded question, sir. I thought we were talking about gym and lifting weights. I didn't want to get cancelled today. But here we are. Mate, just if you meet a nice girl, hang out with her. Do your thing. Just because you meet someone doesn't mean that you should stop working on yourself. If you meet someone and you find that you're not working at all, or they're not then they aren't for you, perhaps. Pretty simple, right? You just got to be aware. But obviously, always go to the gym, always get jacked. The point being is when you focus on yourself, on improvement, you will generally attract better things. So don't go searching for it. You will find it when you're ready. Yes, wisdom. I need my wisdom hat. I'm going to find that fucking Egyptian hat that I have somewhere laying around. Next week I'm going to wear it when I answer these questions. Absolutely. AJ, how would you maximize the potential of your deadlift destroyer program? And I plan on adding a suit in when I attempt the PR at the end. When should I add suited deads in? Last few weeks. No. If you're doing suited deadlifts, you should be doing them for at least 8 to 12 weeks. Okay, you need to be implementing a suit for at least 8 to 12 weeks. It's going to take you 3 to 4 weeks just to get used to it. And then you need to do some work, right? It's like we don't just add knee wraps the last couple of weeks before competition with squats. We add them for the entire training cycle. Okay, yes, we're still doing raw deadlifts with that suited training, but the suited training is a priority. It's a skill you need to learn, right? So if you plan on doing a suited deadlift, then perhaps modify the program slightly and do the entire program suited. For example, though, the accessory variation deadlift movements, you could do them raw, right? You may just need to modify things a little bit. Now, I'm not saying you have to do it for the entire program, but at least give it 8 weeks. You at least want 4 weeks to get used to it before you start really going heavy with it to try and maximize your advantages with the suit. So treat it like I would treat it the same way I would treat knee wraps. Okay, it's like if I'm competing with them, I'm going to get used to them. It's a skill. I need to be competent to get the most out of them. That's my advice, sir. Aesthetica. Have you ever heard of guys crushing halo and putting it up their nostrils pre-lift? People do some crazy stuff. I don't condone it. That sounds silly, to be honest with you. Hello. You're off camera, it's okay. Don't stress. See, when you have hot goth mummy, you see her in her active wear on my videos, but when the video is done, she normally just puts on one of my shirts or something and walks around in that. So yeah, that's generally what I have to put up with. And now she's staring at me. That's okay. That's okay. I'm giving some casual life dating advice here apparently. So that's when they're asking, I said not the person to ask, but they want to be like me. So whoa. I'm getting that's distracting. Sorry, I need to take a brief intermission. I'll be back in 20 to 30 seconds. Not really though. You'll have to wait, love. All right, I know you want me. I know I'm handsome. Okay, but look, these people need my attention too. You're gonna have to just wait. You have to hold your horses. All right. I know you're lusting for me. I don't blame you, but I just need to do this. Do you understand? Thank you. Okay. There we go. It's all good, guys. Relax. You've still got my attention. Where was I? Crikey. Good lord. Okay. Current Jesse Hansel. Current max without gear is 657.5 kilos. That's your total. I'm assuming, including just test into the equation. How much effect do you think this will have on my total? There's no way to tell. Everyone's different. Genetics, as we say, genetics are extremely important, and that also relates to how you respond to certain chemicals you put in your body. Some people respond better than others, so you're going to get better results. Hope that makes sense. It's going to vary. So again, if you're going to do it, do your research, look after yourself. I didn't tell you to do it, so your mum doesn't try and call me, and then, you know, there's going to be issues. You don't want that, okay? Very good. Sanjay, do I recommend smelling salts for intermediate lifters? Should be used in every lift or every set. It's kind of addictive. No, I don't recommend them for intermediate lifters. I recommend intermediate lifters focus on their technique and really use their brain to think. When you use smelling salts, it can and generally does distract you from focusing. It definitely it stimulates you, right? Gives you a little burst, but downside being we can sometimes lose focus on what we're trying to achieve with technique. So I would say it's more suited to an experienced lifter who is more competent with technique, who doesn't need to think about things so much. Therefore, they can afford to send it a little bit more. But hey, if you want to use it from time to time, go for it. But again, don't become reliant on it. In all honesty, I believe it's a placebo anyway. I don't think it does as much as people think. That's just my opinion, though. So, yeah, you do you, though. Jesse, there is absolutely no answer to that question. You can't just throw out yeah, yes, what I just said. Yeah, brother, it's all good. No one get upset, guys. Everyone, just relax. Just chill out. It's okay. Monty Z. Is Vasa Samoan or Tongan? I was gonna. No, I don't want to get cancelled. I can't. No, I can't. Oh, I have so many just funny things I would say to his face, but then if it's on the internet, someone's gonna take it out of context, and then I'm gonna get cancelled. He's Samoan. There you go. Nicola. Yep. Feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Ryan Fontanilla. What are the signs that you need to deload for bench press? What's your practice for deloading? Signs would be that the weights that feel good normally don't feel so good. Strength is starting to falter a little bit, and you feel really sore maybe. You know, things just aren't feeling right. The best way to practice deload, well, there's a couple of different things we can do. Option one, you deload the intensity, meaning you handle much lighter weights, but you still handle a considerable amount of volume. Option two is that you cut the volume out, but you handle a considerably heavy weight. So you're still going heavy, but you're not doing as much work total, right? You're doing much less reps and sets, just focusing on maybe 1 to 2 heavy sets with no real accessory or back down work. The other one being, yeah, you might just drop the weight down to something that's quite comfortable, get a few reps in for some practice, and then get some light accessory movements in. There are 2 ways you can take a deload. The third deload is you don't do anything at all. Although that's appealing for some, I don't recommend it. But the point is, sometimes we need to rest. Jesse, yeah, brother. Yeah, man. And again, as much as I have experiences with PEDs, everybody has a different experience with PEDs, which is why it's just good to get a really good rounded picture of what you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve, and then obviously understand that just because one person has a good experience doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to have a good experience, nor does it mean you're going to have a bad experience, but you get the gist. You get the gist. Sanjay, endomorph body type people good at bench but weak in deadlifts. Is there any correlation in this theory? No, because people that don't have a spine pull sumo and they still pull big weights. So that makes no sense in theory, but here we are. AJ, what is your opinion on BPC 157 and how is your bicep? Is it 100% by now? I remember you tore it ages ago. BPC 157 is incredible. It is a compound that is mainly used for healing of injuries in the fitness community. Anyway, there's many other incredible uses for it. There's a lot of great videos on YouTube, that go deep into BPC 157 if you want to look at it, but I think it's incredible. I did tear my bicep about 2 years ago in a freak deadlift incident. I was double overhand with straps. I wasn't mixed grip. There was no bending of the elbows, no yanking, but I did have a bit of a bicep tear. But that has, from what I can gather, has healed to 100%. 110%, we shall say. No issues at all. Sanjay, please do a collab with Michael Hearn and Larry Wheels and other such people who are best lifters in the world. Actually, mate, that's a great idea. I'm going to give him a call right now on my phone. Let's give Michael Hearn a call. Oh, damn it. I don't have his phone number. Jim, no. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just having some fun. I can't. Jim Lindholm, your bench form is very good. Myself, I have a problem with butt lifts for heavy lifts. Any ideas on this matter? Exercises cues. Yes. When you have leg drive, right, we need to think about trying to drive ourselves back off the bench. Now we retract and depress our scapula into the bench. We dig them into the bench so that when we are pushing back with our legs, we don't slide. We're kind of wedging ourselves in. We're creating this circle, this circuit of power, right? So think about driving back. Don't think about pushing the hips up. Drive the heels to the floor. Push yourself back off the bench. Dig your shoulder blades in. That's the best advice you're ever going to get. Adam K, what's your favorite pre-workout? I'm yet to find one that tastes good and isn't going to make my teeth fall out from all the fucking sugar. Mate, if your teeth are falling out after your pre-workout, you need to find yourself a better woman. Because if you're eating women that don't taste good and your teeth are falling out all over the place, I don't know what kind of chicks you're hanging out with, mate, but you need better pre-workout. But if we're talking about actual pre-workout, my favorite pre-workout is actually the pre-workout I'm using at the moment. Hercules supplements. It's the stimulants of the gods is what it's called. There's many good pre-workouts out there. However, with me, I find that I don't like certain compounds. They do make me feel a little spacey, a little nauseous. And the anxiety that some of those stimulants can give you isn't fantastic. So I don't like anything too crazy. I like something that gives me a nice buzz, right? But nothing like that's just erratic. I don't want to like come up and come down. I want like a nice consistent lift and then a nice taper off. But yeah, that's what's up. So lad, Are you ever going to do a tattoo tour of both you and your missus? Oh, the missus? I mean, my European girlfriend who doesn't speak much English. If you want a tattoo tour, mate, you just sound like you want to look at my body. And because you don't want to sound like you pull sumo, you also included my missus in that. But if you want to see my body, bro, just tell me, and then we can organize, a catch up. But obviously, it's going to be like quite expensive because time is money. But don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. If you pull sumo, if you like me, if you think I'm attractive, that's okay. That's okay. But no, probably not going to do a tattoo tour. Probably not. You're welcome. Sanjay, is there any way we can increase our deadlifts without actually training them? Because I tried so many ways, my lower back always gets hurt. I mean, yes, you can to a degree, but at some point you need to deadlift. Like you can, for example, do back squats and Zercher squats, and a new, someone intermediate, someone with a reasonable amount of time in the gym could probably still maybe get a bigger deadlift by not training it. But for most people, like 99.9% of people, you're going to have to train your deadlift at some point. You have to figure out what you're doing wrong if you keep hurting your back, because that shouldn't be happening. Adrian M. Hello, bro. I've noticed a brand new membership sticker on your name, so I appreciate you. It's very cool. The blue style looks very attractive. It's very, very good. Congratulations. AJ, a female sumo deadlift is also gay or no? Are they okay to pull sumo because they're women? That's a great question, and I'm happy I can clear this up for you now. Pulling sumo doesn't make you gay. Okay, it's very homophobic of you to say that. What the truth is that pulling sumo makes you a receiver. You receive. So when a woman pulls sumo, this is the natural order: receiving, spreading, and opening of, And when a male does that, he is assuming the position of the feminine aspect by presenting. I shouldn't be allowed to have a YouTube live. I shouldn't be allowed to have this channel. Do you think I should be able to have this channel? No. Well, I have it, so I'm sorry about it. I need to take a breath. Your content. Where are we? I'm getting overwhelmed here, friends. I'm getting overwhelmed by the questions. I don't know where I'm up to. Adrian M. Your content has been very informative and great lately, bro. But please don't abuse the algorithm booster. You know what I mean. Well, look, the algorithm has been abusing me for around 18 months now. So, I don't think I'm going to, take my foot off the metal. Things are going well. You're lucky that I wasn't using myself as a thirst trap, because I have thought about it. But I think it would have probably confused you guys quite a lot. I really believe that, quite a lot. So I apologize, but I'm not sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not really though. All right. I'm kind of lost here. I'm going to have a guess. Harry Dunster. I think my chat's actually a little bit glitchy. Harry Dunster, did you meet Big Loz, Lawrence Charlet? Yes. He was training at Base Gym one day when I was there training. Lovely guy, quite jacked as well. And he's quite a good strongman coach as well. It seems he's achieving some very cool things. So that's great. That's great. But it was good to meet him. I've also met some really interesting people on this journey. The first ever time I deadlifted 400 kilos, I was in Vegas. It was 3 days post competition. I was hungover. Didn't feel great, let me just tell you that. And I went to do some bench press at a gym, and turns out big boys were deadlifting. There was who was there? Hafthor was deadlifting. Nick Best, strongman. Jerry Pritchett, strongman. Larry Wheels, Stan Efferding, a few others as well. And I pulled a 15 kilogram PR, 400 kilos, first ever time, and it was at what's his name, CT Fletcher's gym in Vegas. That was a pretty cool time. I don't know where that came from. It was off topic a little bit. That was fun though. That was fun. Adrian M. Sir, I'm not going to use the N word. You're trying to get me cancelled. You've just tried to. The comment is you are the realist in powerlifting right now, but your live streams are going to get you cancelled one day. If I had repeated that question out live, you would be correct, sir. I applaud you for the tactic. That was very sneaky, sir, and I like it. But I'm one step ahead. I'm one step ahead. Because you cannot cancel one who cancels themselves. I already cancelled myself a long time ago, and then I was like, you know what? I can still keep doing it. And we're good, see? I've been cancelled like 5 times. We're good. We're good, bro. Don't even stress about it. Sanjay, mate, your questions are on fire. You've had 6 questions, and 5 of them have been absolutely insane. So I'm going to do another one. Does no FAP or semen retention help in lifting or muscle density? Should young guys avoid doing it, as most people are becoming addictive of such practices? Well, if semen retention, if the opposite of semen retention was bad, then I would be a skeleton. So, no, it doesn't make a lot of sense because you just regenerate. You can only hold so much. It's really silly. What I'm saying though is it's not healthy to just sit there and look at people on the internet and just continually touch yourself. Go and get a hot goth mum and then make her touch it, or ask her at least, be like, hey, can you touch it instead? That would be more fulfilling, having the physical connection with someone. You shouldn't just sit around touching yourself all day. You know, you probably could do better things with your day, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to bloody take 5 and wrestle one out, then bloody go for it, mate. Jesus Christ. Just lock the door, champion, or bloody don't do it on the bus. That would help. I don't know where I'm up to. Where are we? Sir Lad 2. This is a very important question. How do I get my training partner to stop pulling sumo? He has started to make me feel gayer with each session we do together and dragging me to the sumo dark side. Get out of town. Well, why don't you just put a dress on him and ask him to be your girlfriend? All right? That sounds like a good idea to me. Just do that, or find a different training partner. You got 2 choices. Put a dress on him, make it official, or get a different training partner. Crikey. Dun, dun, dun. Where are we at? Tim Loretto, when you and Big Vasa lift the 70 kilo dumbbells, you mean the 80 kilogram dumbbells, you guys' strength is so violent. I'm waiting for the day you just lift the dumbbells straight through the roof. I'm waiting for that day as well. I've been waiting for it for 34 years. I'm not there yet. Don't know if it's going to come. That's what she said. Adam K, thanks for your explanation of sumo. It was very amusing and riveting. I am quite riveting and amusing. Thank you for noticing. Sanjay, have you tried weightlifting, snatch, and clean and jerk? I haven't tried weightlifting. I've tried snatch, haven't cleaned, have jerked. Adrian M, on a serious note, why don't you use a kabuki bar and figure 8 straps if you want to lift the most? This seems to be the way to go. I don't have a kabuki bar, and I like figure 6 straps because I still feel like I'm deadlifting. I like being in contact with the bar. And at some point, it's taking the piss when it's sitting in your literal fingertips. So I do have some dignity. AJ, would touching yourself with both hands at the same time help my deadlift grip? Because I'm sure most guys have the issue of one forearm being stronger than the other. I'm sorry to say this, AJ, but probably not with yours. Probably won't be helping your grip at all. I don't really know though. I was just making a joke, but no, it won't help. Sorry about it. Why people hate on sumo? It's lower back friendly, right? Jamal Browner also does that. People don't hate on sumo. We just like to point out the fact that we support people that pull sumo because it can be tough to come out of the closet. You know what I'm saying? And I just want people to know that I support them and I think they're very brave. Sir Lad 2, thanks for the advice, mate. The Tremboloni sandwiches have been making his glutes seem attractive, so I might take that advice. I would also have no more sandwiches. Jesse Hansel, I once asked a mate to do a deadlift session. He agreed. We went to start warming up. And he got into a sumo stance. I told him I changed my mind, no deadlifts today. Why, bro? Do you not support him? Do you not support him? Could you not keep your hands off him? Is that why? Shame on you, sir. Harry Dunster, have you ever gone for Australia's Strongest Man? No, I've never competed at Australia's Strongest Man, though I did the qualifying event for Australia's Strongest Man. I won that, and I beat current Giants Live Strongman Eddie Williams in my second deadlift competition. I beat him head-to-head in a tiebreaker. And that was my second comp. So, no, but if I hadn't torn my bicep after the competition, and I would have done the comp after that, I would have done quite well, I would say. Oh, yeah. All right. What do you think of the SBD training style? Don't like it. I don't like the idea of squat, bench, deadlift every day. It's very nerdy. And it's extremely nerdy. Ricken Bar. Love from NZ. Also, any tips when going into a powerlifting comp? I'm about 1 year into gym and my school teacher put me in a powerlifting beginner comp. Can't wait, to be honest. That's cool, man. Yes, have fun. Have fun. You know, maybe if you want to attempt a PB, but try and be successful. You know, you're going to be nervous. First time, you're nervous. 20th time you do it, you're probably more nervous. So nerves are a big thing. Openers, make sure it's something you're comfortable with, man. Have some fun. If it doesn't go your way, cool. Don't get the shits. Get back in the gym. Get better. You know, it's practice. It's always practice, baby. Guys, you are going to get me cancelled. Jesse Hansel, you POS. I feared my ass. Bro, what are you trying to do to me? Hang on, I'm going to speak in code. I feared my bottom virginity was going to get stolen. I didn't have any Hercules subs to try scoop to keep him away in this situation. Best to evacuate, bro. Very good. Oh, crikey. Jesus Christ. I'm coming down there at some point in the next year. Do you know any strongman gyms in Adelaide? There are, I think there's, I don't know if there's any strongman specific gyms, but I think there's like 618 Barbell, I think it's called, which is like a strength gym, powerlifting with some strongman, I believe. There is a guy from, I know a couple of guys that do strongman down there, but I don't believe they actually own strongman gyms or anything like that. Yeah, it's the best I can do for you there. Sandert, if you prep for a powerlifting comp, isn't it important to lift without straps to stimulate lifting conditions on comp day? Yes, absolutely. And also, maybe When people get really strong, there becomes nuances. I've spoken about skin health before. If you do too much heavy deadlifting with no straps, we're at risk of callus tears or even lifting the callus a little bit, right? Then you go into competition and your hands are damaged and you're at risk of pulling the callus during one of your attempts, which means you're probably going to drop the bar. So when you get really strong, you need to prioritize also your skin health. So you should be competent with your grip, right? But then you also need to think about that. So it gets a little trickier as the bar gets heavier because something else comes into play, which is the risk of skin tears. So if that's not you, which is 98% of you, then I would say don't use straps the last 3 to 4 weeks before competitions for your main lifts, or don't use straps if you really struggle with grip. Pretty simple. We're going for 40 minutes, gang. We'll go a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna go and have some donuts. Strawberry and chocolate. Strawberry and chocolate donuts for me. You happy for me? You're happy for me. I know you're just jealous. Shush. Felix, talk about PEDs. PEDs are performance enhancing drugs and they help people perform at a higher level. There you go. SJ, I pulled 275 about 2 months ago. How far or close am I to 300? It seems like you're 25 off, bro. About 25 off. I can't. I'm sorry. I have too much fun. It's dangerous. But I don't know how long it took you to get to 275. So if it took you 6 years to get there, it might take you another 6 years to get to 300. If it took you 1 year to get there, it might take you another month. I don't know, sir. But I know you're 25 pounds off it. So good work. I know, bro. Adrian. I don't know, man. Maybe there's some sumo. There must be some sumo deadlifters in this bloody chat. Like, there must be some bloody sumo deadlifters just incognito in here. I'm pretty hungry. Do you reckon you can make me some food, please? Or maybe like a pie.
I made pasta.
Okay, I'm pretty hungry. Because like I'm not gonna stay out here for long, guys. Because I need to actually eat some food as well. Because you don't stay this good looking, you don't fill out a 3XL shirt by not eating. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Good. Very good. All right. Where are we at here? Tim Loretto, do you have any current discount codes for the Hercules pre-workout? The Wolf King 666. Yes, as Jesse Hansel said, is my code. You can use it if you like, my friend. Adrian M. Why don't you have safeties on your bench? Indeed, you should be confident in Jesus, but stay safe. I like this. It's the risk of maybe it's just that like thing in the back of my head that's like, if you don't do this, you're gonna probably not be okay. So it's like kicks in that instinct of like the will to live, or it's stupidity. I'll let you know. Jason Voorhees versus Tom Haviland, last man standing. Who wins? Tom Haviland, because he is bigger than Jason Voorhees and faster than Jason Voorhees and probably stronger than Jason Voorhees. Jesse Hansel. Serious question though. Finger length nipples or nipple length fingers? It's a very serious question. I'll take nah, not answering it. Go away. Can't. I'm not gonna even entertain the idea of it. Is there a ma'am right beside you? Could we just have a high greeting to ma'am? Ma'am has left the room to fix me some sandwiches because I'm hungry. Team Loretto mad. About to buy some now. Hope you get some dollars from the code. Take care. Keep up the awesome content putting out. Thank you, sir. I think I get like 5% or something, bro. It's not much. But they're an Aussie company and they're doing some good stuff. So I just like to promote their stuff when I have their pre-workouts. You know, pretty chill. It's good. How much age difference you and your wife have? She's my European girlfriend who doesn't speak much English. And she's actually an older woman. She's an older woman. I think she's 2 years older than me, nearly 3. But she's much prettier. Yes, much prettier. Adrian M, big or small areolas? Small to medium, but if they're big, hey, give me that pepperoni, whatever. Sanjay, how you two met? What is your love story? Could you share? She saw my bench press on the internet, and she messaged me with very bad English off an account, and I had to send money over to a bank account, and then 2 weeks later, she rocked up here at my door, and yeah. I am 34. AJ, I have full bush. I have full bush. Thank you for asking. Jesus Christ. Use are animals. I'm getting off here now. Use are bloody animals. Last couple questions. Solly K, advice for beginner lifters that want to increase their bench. Well, 3 things. Watch my tutorials, okay, and then go and do the techniques, right? Be consistent with your training, okay, and be consistent, with all that stuff with food, with training. Okay, so 2. 3, go to coldstrength.square.site, buy my programs. AJ, no, I'm talking about your preference for women. I know what you meant. So this is YouTube. And it doesn't matter. Just get in there, son. Jesus Christ. Yes, I look over 45 because I've dealt with a lot of stress from you people asking these questions. Sir, you're welcome. And I looked 45 since I was 20, so mind your business. No worries, buddy. Good stuff. UFC Junkie 7. Nah, bro. Sander, I'm a little baby. I don't know if you can see those pictures behind me because you can't see them properly because the camera's not high enough. Does anyone here like The Devil's Rejects? The Rob Zombie movie? 3 from Hell, House of 1,000 Corpses. That's the gang up there. But they're like zombies. It's cool. I came too far. I do come a long way. Goes. Thank you, AJ, sir. Thank you. All right, guys. I'm going to give it like 10 seconds. So while we're here, say goodbye to me. It's lovely to see you guys, my children. And back tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm going to do a bench press tutorial. I'm thinking, what are the 3 bench press exercises that I cannot live without? Not including the actual bench press, like the actual just flat touch and go bench press. What are 3 bench press variations that I cannot live without? I'm going to get my European girlfriend to demonstrate some exercises tomorrow while I talk to you about them. That's the plan. So until then, I'm going to enjoy both my dinners. Yes, sir. Well played. I shall talk to you all soon. Thank you for coming.